How y'all doing? I went live apparently. Awesome. Cool. Welcome. Canucks with Guitars featuring me. Probably blurry, but that's okay. We'll deal with it. We'll deal with it. We'll deal with it. We'll deal with it. What do we got? We got a bunch of people. We already got 16. Sweet 16 in here already. Who all do we have in here? We've got... Well, we go way back. L&M Guitar Corner. Awesome. Martin, good to see you. Late night. I know. Thank you. We got Music Therapy Les. Early evening for him, because he's the other way. Perfect. JP Page 2. Where's he? Well, somewhere in the middle. Probably. Randy Crooks. More on Randy later. New guitar day for Randy. We can talk about that. Billy Baloney's here. Awesome. Who else do we have? Martin Lemaire. Did I mention Martin? Well, we did. Twice. Once, if not twice. Vin's RJ is here. Awesome. BC Rich, 581. What's up, Doc? Dan of New Jersey. Jeff T. Darlene's back. What's up from Winchester? What's up? Fret Level Midnight. Tinkerbell. Half Ace. Headstock Harem. Thomas. Thomas. Agiago. See, this is what happens when I improvise. Here, why don't I just... Here we go. You just... Yeah, that's a pedal I can't show off right now. Because Preston's here, but he needs coffee and food. He needs all the necessities. The necessities of life. The necessities of life. Let me know how it is as far as clarity or non-clarity. Audio clarity, video clarity. Audio's good, video's a little fuzzy. Well, I hear pretty clear, but I look a little fuzzy. I feel a little fuzzy. JJ, Brother James. Eddie Van Haskell. Did I mention Tinkerbell? Tinkerbell's here. Fuzzy because they didn't shake. Exactly. See, Darlene gets it. Darlene gets it. Oh, I left a ring. I didn't use a coaster. Oops. I have to talk to management about that. Nice. So how's everyone doing? Chris is here from Coburg. Lars is here from not Coburg. Janice is here from Connecticut. Ooh, probably helps you actually. Yeah, there, instead of. Nobody needs the dead notes. Where'd I get this t-shirt? Oh, well, you know, if I turn, you know, towards the camera, sure, I tap that. And Flipside Music. There we go. Visit flipside-music.com. Link down below. And they'll hook you up. Wow, does this have the double screws on or double nuts on it? Oh, it does too. Oh, those are the better strap locks. Which ones are these ones? The gold. Huh. What? I bet you I got them when I had my Les Paul Custom. Why else would I have gold strap locks? Fanciness. Sure. Oh, I want that one too. Fret Love Midnight. The It's Just a Phase t-shirt. Get a rhythm down sooner or later. Just had to play it long enough. Yeah, these might be the Fender knockoff ones there, BC Rich. They're Shaler style. Shaler style. Because usually the Shalers on the old, we'll call it the horseshoe looking area, that's where they usually do their stamping and impregnation of stuff. Propaganda, if you will. DNA, ancestry. You know, source codes. I don't know, whatever you call. Wow, I got a lot of metal mung on me. That's right. Yeah, these. That's the other thing I noticed with the Fender strap locks. You always get all the black crud, the oxidization coming off them all the time. So they're not really stainless. They're not really chrome. There's something. Probably old melted down pop cans. Something. I don't know. Tab can. Probably tab can. Tab. Let's get her off humbucker mode. Hey, Milt, 6-string Brian, Charles 75N, and Randy Greer. You guys carpooled, I know it. Could be old Moxie cans. That's possible. You just never know. You never know. Nope. Was it? It's in there. It's rummaging around in there. So any questions? Q&A? Oh, we got Epiphone news. That's right. We'll talk about that in approximately, I don't know, 37 seconds. We'll do it at the 11-minute mark. That's true, Dave. The red-green strap locks. Duct tape. Handyman's secret weapon. Blackjack guitar. Yeah, I like that power station that Brian got. That's a cool deal. Something to play. What do we want to play? So that's why I look around for old set lists. So I don't know what to play. No, that's not a... I wonder what I did with them after I hurt my hands. Yeah, see? Vicious cycle. Thinking about it. See, what was it? Digging the tones on this pedal. Not the one you can't see. I'm actually using one, a discontinued model. Back when LPD Pedals was called Lawrence Petros Design. Got that out of my system. Epi News, right. So yeah, I got carried away. Epi News. So Epiphone, or as you know them as Epiphone, originally, way back yonder, believe it or not, was a completely 100% American company, if you will. Yep, you heard it, yep. And then, they were bought by that brand that starts with Gib and ends with Sun. And, hey, Dogba. I forgot to say hello to the Dogba. Sorry, got distracted, Tinkerbell. Gibson bought them out, and they started making them a little bit of a lesser focus, we'll say. Because they're like, wow, that's nicer than we make on that particular one. Well, let's get rid of that. Because we offer this, XMG 12. They know. And so they basically mothballed the brand for a few years. Then they kind of brought it back here and there. And then we really started seeing it come back as the affordable option to a Gibson with your offshore manufacturer, mainly in Korea to start with. When they're basically making imitation Gibsons by Gibson. Sure, why not? Changed up the headstock. People complained. People debated it. They finally changed it. It's okay. So now, in 2021, we are getting acoustification situation of the Epiphone variety made in the Bozeman, Montana plant, which I believe is the Texan model guitar they're calling it. It looks snazzy and nice. Hello, Brian Spalding and Jamal. I think they carpooled too, along with Jay Steen. Jay Steen probably drove. He's a professional and all, And so also, basically the flagship, we'll call it, Epiphone for, years and years and years and years, because you say back in the day, name an Epiphone back in the day. Nobody remembers the Epiphone Texan, for instance, but they remember the Casino. Why? John Lennon, mainly. But a variety of others, but John Lennon played that Casino, and everyone was, ooh, that's nice, that's fancy. And that was kind of the one standalone Epiphone that Gibson didn't make of their own, right? Because it was like a 335 with P90s, but it's not, it's different, but it's the same. I know, confusing. That's probably why they waited until 2021 to bring back the USA-built Epiphone Casino. Oh. Yeah. Mike Jones, hello. Oh, I got a co-host. Digez-vous on this Evu. Hang on. What do I gotta hit here? Because otherwise we'll have an echoification situation. There, go there. There we go. Pleased to make his return engagement here as the substitute of substitutes, who's the alternate. I think he just has an A right there. That's not for assistant captain. That's alternate. He is the Gary Shandling of YouTube, folks. Gary's 536 Gs, eh?
Hello.
You woke up.
Yes. I didn't anticipate that I was actually sleeping this long, and all of a sudden I hit snooze, and it's like, oh, wait a second. And then I hit snooze there again, and I go and I look at the time, I'm like, oh, crap.
All right, Randy's going for a dart, so we can't do any breaking news. Maybe we'll talk about Randy's new guitar while he goes for a smoke. Ooh. Burn, sure. Janice says hello to Terry.
Hello, James. Everyone else.
What's that?
Hopefully, nice and loud.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Can you hear him, folks? I'm gonna bypass this because this I'd rather have a clearer video than me playing around a bit. The Dogpa asks if Terry's wearing pants. No. He's wearing an AC/DC t-shirt and a smile. See? I see the shirt. I see the smile.
I'm sorry, but my name is not Quentin James.
Oh, Tinkerbell says, "Word up, Terry G's." Or 3 Gs? Oh, damn. How's balance today? Offset, apparently. Here we go. Put the amp into standby. We'll try to remember to actually turn off the amp at some point. Because you know me, I'll come into the studio tomorrow. I'm like, oh, so that's been on standby. Speaking of the pantless man himself, Pops! Quentin James in the chat. Fret level midnight, you might be correct. I don't know. You can't call a bath towel kilt.
Hey, laddie.
Was that Kids in the Hall? There was some like that random. They do like a silent movie thing. It was just a dude that walked around in a bath towel. Maybe it'd be like him just sitting randomly on a park bench or standing at a bus stop or. All right.
All I gotta say is this weather is the pits.
Oh, tell me about my allergies. Have been crazy.
Not only that, but again, like I said, I was sleeping and I didn't want to sleep. But that's the luxury is when you have a mild level depression. Yay!
It's that time of year. That lingering of winter into spring. It's just like, okay, I think I was right. Dave says Kids in the Hall. Classic. I could be right. Yeah. I may be right. You may be crazy. But I just may be the lunatic you're looking for. Turn out the lights. Well, man,
It's
See what happens when you let me start alone, Terry? See what happens?
It's where in YouTube is Thomas Santiago.
He's right there. Ooh, that smells like dandelions. Like, full on smells like dandelion. Oh, he's crazy. Thank you. My sister, folks. She's here next week. Mother's Day special, right? Troy Alcorn's here.
That's right.
So let's try that again. So I discussed the Epiphone news because I said I was going to mention it at the 11-minute mark, and then I forgot because I started playing. Because you know me.
Mm-hmm.
No, I've never been forgetful. Ever. No. Oh, and by the way, sis, good luck putting your daughter to bed tonight because we fed her Burger King. That's right. For the first time since I believe August or September, I had fast food. Well, I was going to go grocery shopping today, but with the weather the way it is, I didn't sleep too well. And if I don't sleep well, I'm very sore, like in my arthritic areas of my body. So I was just going to make a frozen pizza for dinner, which I like and Sam likes. But the old man, he wages war with the old indigestion after the old, pizza.
Oh, jeez.
So he's like, I'd rather not. So my dad, being my dad, what does he do? We got one of those like newspaper pages of coupons from the old Burger King in the mail today, if you will. So he's looking at that, and he's thinking, I don't want pizza. I don't want pizza. So he sends Sam down here, and I get the old Uncle Ben? Yeah. Yes, sweetie. Papa thinks you should go out and get Burger King. I'm like, well, this is rather random. We don't get fast food. Yeah. And I fed her 2 lunches today, sis. I think she's in the midst of a growth spurt, Terry, because I gave her twice the lunch that I gave her last week, and now she's having 2 dinners. 2 lunches and 2 dinners. Yeah, she might have a tapeworm. Either way, we're feeding. So, I went out and got Burger King for the first time in ages. And it was not too shabby. Had the old Whopper combo. Without cheese, sadly. Because the coupon they had one of these, it was a family meal deal for $20.
Oh, yeah.
Done. So I gave Dad the extra pop because I'm not a big pop drinker. And I scammed the Whopper too because it was 2 Whoppers, 2 Junior Whoppers, 4 drinks, 4 fries. Food starts again. I know it's always about food, XMG. That's true, Milt. We were actually off air. I was talking with Dave Burgers with Rick last night before the show. All right. Eddie asks, hey, Ben, is it true if you get the COVID vaccine, it will reactivate the old dormant LSD molecules? Well, I've heard this rumor, Eddie, and let's hope it's true. Frank Corcoran just says go for an 8-ball, apparently. Sure. Ooh. No, wrong. Brian Spalding.
I never heard of that. I've never done that, but
Well, then you'll never know when you're vaccinated.
Yeah.
All I can say is we may have an interesting show in the future, folks. Without admitting anything. Maybe we will. Maybe we'll. Hey, Aaron, Elvis Band.
It's an Elvis Band.
I love Aaron had posted. I don't know if you saw it, Terry, in the Facebook group. Aaron had posted a link to his latest podcast with the band. Mm. And somebody commented, so do you guys just like sit around and talk? And like argue without getting into fights? And he's like, yeah.
Oh, yes, I remember that comment, and I was just like, yeah, like I was shaking my head too, like, you know, like, what the hell?
Apparently Aaron's alive, barely. Okay. Well, Aaron, you work like at early morning shifts and such.
So anyways, you were talking something about Epiphone news.
Yeah, I mentioned how we got the Texan being built in the Bozeman, Montana plant, and the return of the American-made casino.
There is actually a third instrument.
Fine. Yeah, I know. There's another acoustic, but I couldn't remember it.
Yeah. I posted that, I think, on Niz says, I think.
I forgot my saxophone. You discuss. I'll be back.
Okay. Yes, it's very similar to the Texan, except it's actually a line in
Hey, look what I found.
Block.
Ooh, that's pretty clear. I must have been a good boy last night. Well, that makes sense. It seems to depend on the guest.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, yes, again, coming up on the channel in the next while, we've got my sister coming on this Sunday. Then it's wide open for a little bit. And then, of course, coming up in June, I want to mention we got the Father's Day special coming with my dad. Won't be any glass saxophone use or any of that. He's not into that, so we'll behave that night. But it's Dad's night, and he does enjoy those. I mentioned to him because his legs aren't the best these days that like stairs aren't really an option for him. So I said, I'm not sure, Milt, but it smells like dandelions for whatever reason. I can't remember which one that is. Maybe if the grower shows up, he can explain it. But I said, well, what I can do is just set up the camera in the living room. Hey, Wolverilla's here. Haha, I saw your comment. So I said, well, we'll just set up, the camera and the lights in the living room, and we can do the show from there.
Yep.
He's like, I don't know about that. He's kind of like, I want to go and sit. I'm like, yeah, but I don't want to sit on those plastic chairs for 2 hours again. My hip has gone downhill a lot in the last year.
Yeah.
BC Rich asks, didn't Amanda work for Tim Hortons and grow to really hate them? Well, you could ask that question on Sunday. But the short answer, yes. I believe. I think she did for a period of time. I think. I don't know.
That reminds me, I actually got some, and actually for the first time in a while, I actually had a shitty one that I normally call them. It was almost.
My sister says I'll answer that on Sunday. The round bacon, that is a ploy by McDonald's. Because we know, Terry, the round bacon is not the same as like back bacon or pea-meal bacon. That's a weird McDonald's where it's regular strip bacon, but they somehow curl it. I think it's made out of pig's tails or something. I don't know.
That's what I think.
It's like, come on, it is McDonald's after all.
Well, they must make it and produce it for the American public because we don't get it up here.
Well, granted, it's a great idea because it does fit well on a round burger.
Yeah.
All right. So there we are. Any guitar questions, folks? Oh, speaking of which, I don't know. Is Randy Crooks back yet? We should wait for Randy because Randy has new guitar day today. So We'll talk about that.
Gonna say.
While that well, we're halfway through the show. I don't want to wait till the end of the show, so quickly I'm going to shout out the Canucks with Guitar sponsors. There we go. Thank you to LPD Pedals, Reno Fin Custom Guitars, Tesi Switch, Epiphone, Vibraprint, Flipside Music, 10 Solo Music Company, and of course Ardens Music. Links to all of them down below. Check them out if you need something. If you don't need anything, you don't need to check them out. But it's nice. Am I using some kind of strange microphone? I don't think so. Are you talking about my glass saxophone? Randy's here? Randy was here. Oh, there he is. All right. So, yeah, new guitar day for Randy. I should have sent this to the computer so I could bring it up on screen. That would make sense. Oh, well. Let's see. Go to photos. Oh, you know what? Probably would have helped if I saved it in the photos. No. Instead, go to text messages. There it is. Well, we actually get a shot of Randy's collection here in many ways. So he got himself a new, I just want to get it right, Sterling line access.
Oh, yes, that's right.
Excuse me. Well, I'm just checking out the hammer in the background. Keep forgetting he's got the hammer.
Super
But,
nice.
Yes. Well,
I like that.
Well, there we go. Let's get on the other side of my computer screen. There it is.
Nice.
So it's it's got a wiggle stick option, and yeah, congrats to Randy. And there's his Epiphone, and his one of his tellies, and the hammer's hidden in the background, and yeah, he's getting quite the collection or addiction. One or the other, both, I don't know, but very nice. Nice. I did take my phone off Wi-Fi.
To Sam and Amanda. See you Sunday.
All right. CSS. Oh yeah, it's 8:30. Yeah, bedtime. There's my cousin Doug asking if, hey, you stealing viewers from me? I don't know. Did you have any?
Does he look like he's on a Zamboni?
No, I'm nice. No, I'll call it an Olympia. Ice resurfacing. You see, I don't know what's it actually called though. Is it an ice resurfacer? Right. I think it's a treatment.
Ice resurfacing mechanism.
Yeah, the ice resurfacing vehicle.
I see that, Doug.
Hey, there's Absolute Mayhem. Hey, Mayhem, what's the strain that smells like dandelions? This got a big old whiff of dandelion. I love it.
For all you know, it could be actually dandelion.
No. I smelled it. I don't know what it is, but it smells a little. There's some dandelion going on. It's pleasant, Dandelions smell nice.
I like the
Frozen H2O surface engineer. That's true. Will's jealous because Terry has hair.
Yes, I actually spent a good about 10 minutes this morning just combing it, try to get any loose hair and
have fun with that.
Anything else?
Hey, there's your alarm.
There's my alarm.
It's been on for half an hour.
I would have been up now.
Well, yeah, you still would have missed half the show. We got 70 people watching on a Monday night. Nice. Oh, right. Fret level midnight. I was going to say fret level Monday. Sure. Let's go with that. Fret level Monday says. Exactly. Fret level Monday's been on fire tonight.
Yes, somebody else also got a new guitar as well.
Hilarious. Okay, just because you refinish a guitar, Terry, doesn't mean you got a new guitar. And you don't have it yet because it's not done. So there you go. Billy Baloney says Zamboni sounds like a frozen dessert. Oh, a Zamboni with it.
Hey, can I get one of them Zamboni desserts?
Wow, I want to order a sundae and say, hey, can I get a sundae with sprinkles on the side? Why? Why do you need? Just because.
So,
Yes, good question. Scott EMT 2009. Is there a shelf life to packaged guitar strings new in box? Came across old Dreadnought and Martin strings new in box. Got to be years old. Yes. Over time, depending on how brand, how well they're sealed. Like,
yeah.
I've got a pack of Martin strings that are probably 10, 20 years old as well. But they're like is at the point when they did the cardboard box that was kind of glued closed, but then I know they're just in paper packages inside that, so nothing is airtight per se. And I don't know, it seems like these days, like, let's just do this at the entire string industry, because it's happened with multiple brands. How many times have you pulled out a pack of strings you thought were new, and you'll find at least one speck of rust on one of the strings? A little spot. Usually on one of the clean strings. I've seen it. More, like in 10 packs,
Yeah, I gotta admit,
So I don't know.
When you're not, like, for example, like, not to...
Like some of the D'Adarios.
Music store.
Some of the D'Addario, they're in the plastic... which is weird. They put 2 in a bag because they think they're saving the environment by 3 less little zip, sandwich bag things. It's still plastic. I don't know.
Yeah, I would say that would increase chances of some type of, aging.
Yeah, for a minute. I'm pretty good at, actually, there are any ball sacks. Like, when was it that I put the 9.5s on the telly, Terry? That's got to be upwards of a year ago now.
Yeah, it was about that long ago.
Because I was thinking late spring. Anyways, Fruitcake Tony, I tip my hat to you, sir. Subliminal advertising. Yeah, I see. I'm the same way for like sometimes they last, sometimes they don't. They're new balls because they don't really sweat when I play at home, right? It's more of playing out. Hey, Jimmy Cox. But I do like their initial tone out of box. They're a thoroughbred. They sound better than D'Addarios out of the box, in my opinion, but they don't last as long. So, D'Addario to me, they sound like an 8 out of 10. If an Ernie Ball is a 10 out of 10, the D'Addarios are an 8, but they last longer. So,
I was going to say...
Michael B. for a quick hello and a thumbs up because he's off to bed.
Hey, Michael
Nice.
B. I was going to say, Fret Level Midnight was the person that I was trying to say had a new instrument. He has he got an orange wood on Thursday, lubed the nut, put spare locking tuners on it, some new elixirs, and adjusted truss rod to taste.
That reminds
Very
me.
nice.
What is due for a string change? Because somebody mentioned, Dave's been mentioning he uses boomers. See, now, I started on boomers because that's what my dad used, and I got away with it because I used to break strings, and I couldn't figure it out. And then Richie, don't even. You probably remember, Terry, a couple of times people asked Richie's opinion on JHS strings in the past, and he goes on a fucking rant, screaming. To the point where the last time he put boomers on a guitar, he broke one string putting the set on, had it more than one pack, broke the same string again while initially playing and stretching them out. He just snaps them like that. So, Brad Guitar Miller, by the way, positive and well wishes for Brad Guitar Miller and family. That's all I'm going to say. He'll be watching a replay at some point. Well wishes, my friend. He sent me some boomers. So I think or maybe it was unfucking believable. Somebody sent me boomers.
Yeah.
Maybe Unbelievable sent them to me. But somebody sent me boomers. We'll see if they snap. See, Fruitcake Tony, you're tuning in late. We discussed it twice. But because you're a nice guy and have a YouTube channel that everybody should check out, we'll say Epiphone is building U.S. guitars again. The Casino, the Texan, and the what, Terry?
Third acoustic.
See, he brought it up, folks, but...
I brought it up, but I haven't backed the fact.
Yeah.
I will fix that.
Scott Brockway says NYXLs are too bright for him. He prefers the regular XLs. Well, steel versus nickel. Steel generally is brighter, in theory.
Okay. Officially, we have 3 instruments from Epiphone that are being made in the USA now, which again has been mentioned. The Texan coming in, and manufacturer suggested retail price of $26.99 US.
Mm-hmm.
The Epiphone Casino coming in at the same price, and the third instrument, which is based off of, I believe, the Hummingbird design, is the Frontier.
The Frontier,
coming
that was it.
in at $3,999.
Yep. That was, it was interesting because I was texting earlier with Brad Miller. Figure I should specify. I know more than one Brad.
As opposed to Barney Miller.
Exactly. My favorite Miller. Barney Miller. Had to do it, Brad. Had to do it. We were texting, and he says, I'm going to miss tonight's show, blah, blah, blah. And he says, so what's the Epi news? So I told him. And he's like, oh, yeah? Yeah. He's like, oh, okay, cool, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, yep, kind of heard about that a few months ago, but I wasn't allowed to say anything. And no, it wasn't from the source that people think. It was not from Aljon. He did not leak it to me. I'm just saying, when your friend's an Epiphone dealer and they've already, then when their rep says, hey, do you want to buy any of these? And they're like, what are these? Because they have to have that kind of lead time, right, to bring them in. So, yep. I also got a piece of news I can't announce till probably Summer NAMM, Terry. From a...
Interesting.
Yeah. It's from a big guitar company. Pretty big announcement from a pretty big guitar company. But, again, Summer NAMM.
Oh, I know.
See, now I'm just...
Gibson must have finally teamed up with Tim Hortons to create a signature Tim Hortons instrument.
Yeah, they got Timbit knobs. No. And a stir stick.
Dark... Now featuring a dark roast fretboard.
Dark roast fretboard with double finish.
Double pickups.
Tim Hortons cup inlay. With roll up the rim on the custom shop ones. No, roll up the rim at the 12th fret.
Oh, God, that would be terrible.
Hey, Charles 75N, he's still lurking. You can tell us, Ben. No, I'd get in a lot of trouble. All I can say is, all right, expect a big announcement by Fender. Sooner than later. Big announcement.
Ooh.
Yeah. 2020, they didn't finish in 2020. More to come in 2021. That's all I can say. Because Mayhem's probably going, what the hell? I was standing there. What is he jabbering about? And then he just went, oh, right. He's telling his grandson, who's 2, 3, I don't know, young, going, I don't know what you're talking about, Grandpa. Ooh, roll up the rim for binding.
Oh,
yes, please play again all the way around on the double binding.
Well, actually, since they're no longer doing roll up the rim.
What?
Yep. It's now, in regards to anything that has to do with roll up the rim, it is now actually all done through the digital app.
Stupid. Hey, Jay.
Yep.
Oh, well. I don't go to Tim Hortons anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I prefer not to. I usually, grind my own beans and make my own coffee.
The last couple of times I've been out with a buddy, he's like, hey, you want to pop in at Timmy's? I'm like, no. And the last time, do you even know me? It's now scanning your damn cup. Yeah, Preston Smith just said. That's dumb.
Yeah.
Scratch and Sniff coffee headstock. Yeah. They just stick a bunch of coffee beans in the case to keep the smell.
Yeah, like I don't know American wise no, there you go. There's something to ask those folks that are out there. To you fellow Americans out there that are coffee drinkers, what is the most dreaded takeout place that you can go to? Somebody asks you to go for coffee. What is the worst place to go for a coffee?
Scott asks, is Tim Hortons like discount Starbucks? No, it's like discount Dunkin' Donuts.
It's more like... No, I don't know if the U.S. has coffee time. I don't think they do.
Do we even have coffee time anymore? Everyone's saying Starbucks.
Very true. Hey, Adam D.
Yo, Adam D. Friendlies?
McDonald's, Starbucks.
Will, it's the same here. It sucks.
Hey, that
Tim
reminds me.
Good. Terry, Tim Hortons hasn't been good since you could buy a cake or a pie in the place.
Yeah,
Because
true
at that
enough.
time, they still made fresh donuts. Then they switched to frozen donuts in the mid-90s. How do I know this? Because they made the frozen donuts here in town.
Oh, wow. Now, interestingly enough, when somebody mentioned the Tim
I
Hortons...
preferred 7-Eleven coffee, Mayhem.
Let's see here. Will Varela mentioned that the Tim Hortons in the USA really sucks. He must be referring to Buffalo, New York's Tim Hortons.
No.
Because remember...
Yes.
The Tim Hortons coffee that I sent you the information on.
Yeah. No, he's in Oyster Bay, so Staten Island, kind of. No, Long Island, Oyster Bay. That's where he is. Waffle House does have some bad coffee. Yep.
Coffee is cake, and it shouldn't be.
Yeah, that's true though, Mayhem. He's like, if 7-Eleven, what is it? If 7-Eleven threw out old coffee, that would be gourmet Timmy Dark Blend. Yep, pretty much.
Yeah, that's all I'll drink from Tim Hortons is the Dark Blend.
Yep.
Because it seems to actually taste better than regular.
Adam D's comment. Waffle House is good as fuck, and I love it. Nothing better than Waffle House at 3 in the morning. I'm just saying.
Yes, Preston Smith. That's pretty much the truth.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. When they started doing all the frozen stuff.
And the frozen
Because they used to employ actual bakers back in the day.
Yeah. Yeah, I still remember that when they rolled out all the prefabbed, pre-done donuts and whatever they're doing now is not bad compared to that era, but still that early, late 70s, early 80s Tim Hortons was the bomb when it came to your coffee.
Exactly. Preston Smith says warm donuts on the shelf was freaking win. Yeah, I was going to say, I remember one of the few, if not only, locations for Krispy Kreme donuts is in either Kitchener or Waterloo, one or the other. Doug would know because he lives there. Well, okay, yeah. Let's say Waterloo. There's a Krispy Kreme donuts in Waterloo, right? And so we saw it, and my buddy was up visiting. I was living up there at the time, and my buddy's up visiting. He's like, "You ever had Krispy Kreme?" I'm like, "Yeah, man, they're pretty sick," you know. So we were out in the parking lot, and we decided to burn one before we went into Krispy Kreme. Okay, Terry? So
yep.
we're like 2 sheets to the wind. Very, you know, and there was actually a slight lineup to get in. Just like 2 or 3 people. All right. And because a lineup had formed, I guess, I don't know. There's some manager dude comes out and he's like, "Hey, you guys want a warm donut while you're waiting?" "Yes, sir." I'm like, holy crap, this is awesome. So yeah, warm donut while you wait. Mm-hmm. Yep. I think we each bought a dozen donuts.
I know when my friend was working more, there was quite a few times that he actually went all the way down to the GTA, to the Krispy Kremes. And it was, from what I understand, it was a dozen was consumed while at the Krispy Kreme still, and then there still came home with 3 dozen more.
Adam D says, you know what's not international? Frickin' IHOP. They used to be, because we used to have IHOPs in Canada too. So technically, as soon as you hit the second country, it's international.
Blackjack Guitar Nut.
No, he's not nutty anymore. He's just Blackjack
Not anymore.
Guitar. Yeah, he's got paperwork now. He's sane. He got the stamp and everything. I think.
Sorry. Blackjack Guitar.
Rory.
Technically, no. They actually are doing it more in cities now.
Nice. We've got Rory in the chat on behalf of Boner Jams.
Hey, Boner Jams.
Tells me somebody's getting ready for bed. Just saying.
So I guess the consensus is, for the most part.
Preston Smith's comment. An amp tech I know who fixed my amp also makes craft beers. Do you want to have a beer while you wait? Gestures to a beautiful fridge with 6 taps.
Oh my god. That would be wild.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's what I thought, Will. You always keep warm donuts for guys like you. Keep them under their arms. Nice.
Okay, what's up, Doc?
All right, now I got to scroll
Enjoy
back.
whatever you're going to eat.
Nice.
Oh wow, Adam D, that's like scary.
Yep. Like I said, Waffle House, 3 a.m., Terry. The amount of times Doug and I have been on a road trip and it's middle of the night and, we're starved and you see that sign for Waffle House and we're like, nope, just keep going. I'd rather eat I'd rather stop at a gas station and pick up something to eat. I'm like, don't need the hassle and the drama.
Kind of like the same thing with my one experience with Golden Corral here in Canada. After doing a midnight shift doing janitorial work, me and a friend are like, are you hungry? Yeah, we're hungry. So we see that Golden Corral or whatever it is open in the Barry Kozlov Center.
Oh, really? You got a Golden Corral up your way. Don't tell Doug. Now he's going to want to do a road trip to Barry. Thanks, Terry. Jesus. Thanks.
I highly doubt it's there now.
He's Googling it right now. I saw we went from 71 to 70 watching because he dropped out. And Friend Level Midnight, I can't repeat that, but I've had more bad experiences than good.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was gonna say. When I ordered my food, it initially looked good, and then all of a sudden out of nowhere, I would swear there was cleaning product on it. That did not go well.
They say hey to, I think it just said hey to Josh twice. I don't know. Randy's digging his new axe. Nice. Yeah, only in Canada. We finally got a Taco Bell. We shop open right next door to it.
Probably the best move for the Taco Bell ever.
Makes sense to me. Same clientele. Oh wow, Jay. That wasn't Doug, but we went before we ever went to Golden Corral because we were going to go to Golden Corral our first year camping together. And our buddy PJ said, go to this place. Now, I don't know, folks in the U.S., Ryan's. It's like the same thing, but better. It's just like fresher. It's just better. But it's the exact same thing. Yeah. And My God, Terry. Thank God there isn't a place like that close by. Because, when you can grab a plate of Italian, then a plate of Chinese food, then a plate of Mexican, then a plate of, then a steak, then breakfast, then, what? I was like, no, this is so much. All right, Fret Little Midnight. Grab yourself some ice cream at the C-store. Nice.
Nice. I actually did myself. At the end of the month, I actually broke down, and I haven't had any in a while, so Value Mart had Tiger Tail ice cream on for $3.99.
A classic.
So,
classic. All right, Boner Jams, have a great night, good sir. Metal! Yeah. Have to do it.
Hip Metalworks. Barrie used to be a cool town. Then people started moving there. Toronto North.
Urban sprawl.
I still would rather go to Barrie than Toronto.
Even Toronto's not Toronto anymore.
Yeah, very true.
Once they corporate, they did like the way they ruined Yonge Street. The same way they ruined Times Square in New York. And by ruined, I mean got rid of all the crime and seediness. Yonge Street used to be really cool, and now it's just corporate, and it's just nasty. Yeah, that's what I'm figuring on too, Preston Smith. Speaking of which, we're at the about 55-minute mark, so I should mention we should shout out and thank the Patreons on Patreon. No, the patrons on Patreon. That's it.
Thank the Patreons.
All right, where's that link? Because we're basically at the first of the month, perfect time to join in, and you can help support me doing what I'm doing for as little as $1 a month. And we've got a few folks over there, which is awesome, and I do appreciate it. And I give them a shout out each week because they don't stand out like the channel members do. Channel members are all like green, and I think it's green. Can't tell because it's StreamYard chat. Where is the list? We're gonna try doing this while smoking a bowl. Sure.
They have little toques and such.
Billy Baloney says, I haven't been to Toronto in 30 years. Damn, I'm old. Oh, it's been
wow.
8 months for me.
30 years? That almost makes me think like,
where have I not been in 30 years? Like, okay, so that would make, when I was in my teens, where did I travel in my mid-teens that I wouldn't have gone? Dominican Republic. There we go. All right, so we want to, excuse me, we want to thank New Guitar Day, Randy Crooks, Bent Tom, JP Page 2, Fruitcake Tony, Grumpy Mike Guitar. Speaking of Grumpy Mike Guitar, congrats on 1,000 subs. Awesome.
Yes, congrats. Awesome.
We want to thank John ZD 351. We want to thank, because he hasn't been to Toronto in 58 years. Craig Tomlinson, he's on the list. Blackjack Guitar, who's no longer a nut. There's Phil. Hey, Phil. Blackjack Guitar, Todd Flowers, Cousin Todd. Jose Benito Martinez Jr., unfucking believable. Knucklehead Zero. Brad Guitar Miller. Well wishes, Brad Guitar Miller. Charles 75N, Absolute Mayhem, Joe C, Mickey Settlemeyer, Keith H, Charles Green, and of course, Johnny! Because that's all he goes by in the chat. Johnny! Well, he doesn't have exclamation mark or all caps, but if you're excited to see him, that's what you would probably say. Johnny! Christian Hunter's here. Awesome. I thought so, Will. I thought so.
I was going to say, I know that I've been watching The Curse of Oak Island, but I wasn't aware that they dug up Will Varela recently.
Ooh. That was a good one. Oh, damn, that was a good one. Toronto's a nice city. It's the people that have a problem. Okay, Blackjack. I don't know. I've always had a really cool experience in Toronto, but again, it all depends on where you hang out, Terry.
Yeah.
Like for me, now that Yonge Street's become so corporate, my favorite place to hang out is on Queen Street West. That's Freak Central. That's where all the nightclubs are and all the cool shops and Much Music used to be there. They're not there anymore. Steve's Music's there on Queen West. Yeah, I love it. And I remember I was in town with Doug for a hockey game a number of years ago. Hey, there's Sir Lawrence of the Pedals. You're here.
Hey,
You're here. It's good. Let's see. What was I going to say? Yeah, so what happened was I went to a hockey game with my cousin Doug and a couple other cousins that were in from Edmonton. And then after the hockey game, I walked up the street to Queen, and I knew that, like, I was headed over to the sister-in-law's place. Hey, Sleazer!
I was just going to say that. Sleazer.
Silver Snail! Yes, the Silver Snail. Classic shop, comic book shop. Yeah, I got off the streetcar at the wrong stop because I couldn't see the damn street signs from inside the streetcar, Terry. So I got off like 2 miles early. Perfect, because I had to walk to Parkdale, basically, from downtown. Yeah, fun. But every once in a while, I just walk along and I say to anybody, like, hey, excuse me, do you know how far it is to this street? And either it's like, yeah, it's, down quite a ways still, or they say, nope, not sure, but, good luck. And, like, not one rude person. Hey, Sean Mahoney in the chat. Good to see Sean in here. Missed the days when a hockey program. Yeah, no kidding. Oh, there you go, Michael Kroos. Sir Lawrence of Pedalandia.
Ah, the good old days.
Will's on fire now, too. Are you kidding? Toronto wasn't called that when I first visited. It was called I'm fucking lost. What was the last thing you went to at Maple Leaf Gardens? It's gone now, isn't it? Well, no, it's what they did. Hey, there's Monsieur Nesdal. Nez Says. Check out Nez Says every Wednesday at 8 p.m. I'm on the panel
Hello, David. Hope everything is going well.
Yeah, the last time, I don't know, what was the last time you went to Maple Leaf Gardens, or have you been to Maple Leaf Gardens?
No, and technically Maple Leaf Gardens is now, I believe, called the Rico Coliseum.
No. Rico Coliseum is the old cow palace on the fairgrounds exhibition place. No, it's now called, I think actually Rogers attached their name to it as part of an endowment, because what it is was they got rid of a lot of the seating, but the ice surface is still there. And then they've converted it to a multi-sport facilities in and around the upper part. Still got the hockey rink where the Ryerson hockey team plays, Ryerson Polytechnic or Ryerson University, but they're not a university, they're a tech school. They're there. And then on the ground floor, you got a Loblaws grocery store now.
I
think a Shoppers Drug Mart wedged into the corner of it too. Because I would drive by there to take my mom to the hospital. The hospital was right near there. Myself, been to Maple Leaf Gardens, I'm thinking at least 3 times, I'll say, but never for a hockey game.
I've never been to it, period. I've always wanted to go one way or another.
I went there for, I'm pretty sure. I saw 2 concerts there, I think. Wait, did I? Maybe I've only been there twice. I know I saw Lenny Kravitz there in concert.
Oh, that would have been nice.
Yeah, with Blind Melon opening.
Yeah. Wow.
I don't remember that part of the show. In Canada, we just call it skate, Will. Can you skate? I have not actually been on skates since I was 14. But I could probably do it. I can't see why not.
Last time I was on skates was probably about 16 or so.
And, I did go to Maple Leaf Gardens another time for an ice-based event, but not a hockey game.
Stars on Ice.
Close. The Ice Capades.
Oh,
the actual ice field, the full-on ice
yes.
Yeah, because my mom, big-time into figure skating. My sister figure skated growing up. And they had an extra ticket because I think maybe one of my sister's friends was supposed to go and she bailed. I don't know. Yeah. Whatever the deal was, because I think I was like 12, 13 at the time. So, like, you want to go? And I'm like, not really. But it's a chance to go to Maple Leaf Gardens. I'll go for the experience. You know,
yes,
what the hell?
That was something that always was there and always sold out.
But the funny part was, I remember after the event, and my mom's like, oh yeah, and this part, you know, because it's all Olympic athletes and stuff like that. And so as we're leaving, I'm just like, I remember saying to my sister, don't tell anyone at school that I went to this. Like, please just don't. You know what I mean? Because I'm a rock guy or whatever. And I look up, and who do we run into? A couple of my cousins and my one aunt from Scarborough. They had gone. My cousin Lee is 11 months younger than me. Same situation. He's just like literally telling his little sister, don't tell anyone at school that I was here type thing. I'm like, hey. And Lee and I were both like, we will never speak of this again. Well, sorry. 30 years later. Since we got Mr. Nesdall in the chat, Mr. Nesdall, do we have a guest this week for Nez Says? Or is it yourself, Ty Price, and me? I'm just curious. Might as well plug it, because we're going into overtime. Speaking of which, overtime. Tune in tomorrow at 8 p.m. on the NAS Canucks channel for myself and Cousin Doug with all the NASCAR shenanigans from this past weekend. Yep, I said shenanigans. You'll have to tune in to find out what I was talking about. Unless you saw the races, then you already know.
I'm going to mention Mike Jones's comment here in the chat. He says, LOL, yeah, the passive aggressiveness is bad here in Toronto. I see old ladies cutting guys off in the sidewalk.
And we let them, right? It's so true. Out of my way. What? Mike Jones says in the USA, the roller skate, same phenomenon, except maybe cooler with the disco music. Yeah, that was big around here back in the day. They used to do, I thought there was an old roller rink downtown Belleville here, but I'm starting to think it was probably just the old arena. They just, took out the ice, and that was the roller rink downtown. Because they weren't using the arena anyways, because they had just built the new one for the Belleville Bulls, which was still prior to the OHL. They were still Tier 2 Junior A. I was young.
Oh, that reminds me, as I mentioned in the Hockey Buzz chat earlier today when Hockey Buzz was on. In local news, Barrie, Ontario is actually contemplating renaming the street that the Barrie Colts play on to Dale Hawerchuk Lane in tribute and in memory of Dale Hawerchuk.
Is he from Barrie?
No, he was actually the Barrie Colts head coach.
Okay, I'm like, what's the connection? Because, I used to follow hockey, but I'm not anymore. So I was like, well, he didn't play. Like, I'm like, I don't think he played for Barrie ever. And that's why I was like, is he from there?
Yeah, he was the head coach, I think, for like the last probably 6 or so seasons before he had the cancer in his brain there and passed away. So, and
right, I do remember.
Yeah, so when I heard that on the news last night, I was like, you know what? That would be awesome if they did. EQ Music. Hello.
Yeah, hello, AQ Music. Awesome. Thanks for catching the replay. Oh. So I was playing around, obviously because you slept late. I started the show doing some playing. I saw, since Mr. Pedals is in the chat, playing the old LPD, well, I guess Lawrence Petros design, because it wasn't an LPD circuit ever. The Lawrence Petros design Modern Classic tonight.
Modern Classic?
Yes.
I don't remember that one.
I guess most people don't. That's why he discontinued it. I'm here to say.
You're here to say it's modern and it's a classic?
Vintage even, he says. Yeah, classic.
Vintage modern. Oh. Yeah, I like that finish on it.
That's the settings I'm using there, Lawrence. Green lava, cool tone. Yeah, it's got like a crackle, I guess.
Yeah, like a crackle.
Yeah, it's cool.
It's
a little hard to read at times, but it's a set it and forget. This, it's a little honky, trebly with humbuckers, but oh my god, with single coils. This thing, yeah, with the telly, yeah, oh yeah, especially the middle position on the telly. Woo! Thank God Ben's wearing pants. Yes, yeah, but this thing.
Yes, we are wearing pants.
I know Lawrence doesn't like me saying it because it's different, but the only way to compare it, I can compare it to, that I know of, is it reminds me of the Voodoo Labs Sparkle Drive, which is why I got it, because I used to have a Sparkle Drive and loved it, which is where you can blend in a clean as well as the dirty tone.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, because it has an independent gain and a clean, but it seems like the clean isn't just a clean volume, it's more of a mix. At least the way I hear it. I don't know. I'm half deaf. Got the tone way down, though. Way down. I like the tone way down.
Have a good night, Blackjack.
See you, Blackjack. So, yeah. Oh, it's one of those. I just pulled it out because I hadn't played it in a while. I was like, great. And I was looking for something edge of breakup-y, and I'm like, well, why don't I have both?
Yeah.
So, because I can have clean and breakup. Thank you, Keith H. Ha ha. It's off now.
Oh, jeez. Well, there goes 2 cents.
The amount of times I've done that. Yeah. So, yeah, it's a clean blend, so it blends the dry with the dirt. Yep. It's cool.
I like that.
A bit. To my own liking, but it's literally I'd make 2 slight changes. Wow, I didn't even realize 18 volts. Maybe that would solve one of the 2 problems. Because I was thinking headroom. It was the one thing that is lacking. It lacks headroom compared to Lawrence's other pedals. So you can't push it very well, Terry.
Yeah.
So, because then you could get more edge of breakup and breakup, which is cool. But, I would raise the headroom, but I'm thinking, I'll just run it at 18 volts, since apparently it can. I couldn't read that. We'll try that out.
So he says it's basically a CJOD / Landgraf Dynamic OD with a clean blend.
I don't know what that means.
You, the pedal nerd-esque that you are, does not know what that means.
Dude,
wow!
I've been celebrating Super Chat tonight.
Color me impressed. Yes, thank you for the Super Chat, Tinkerbell.
Yeah, I'm gonna not quite celebrate that at the moment because I'm already. All right. Yeah, because I was always thinking the headroom was a little low for my liking because Lawrence knows I love to stack stuff. But I didn't realize, 18 volt, I should do that. That'll solve that problem. And I would shift the tone stack ever so slightly, if that's even a thing. I think it's a thing.
And good night, Charles75N. Take care.
Cheers, Charles. Oh, I said that even. Yeah. Oh, wow, we did go overtime tonight. Nice. We still get 60 people watching. Awesome. Thanks, all.
Well, it's still not a full hour for me yet.
I want to revisit this. Yeah, yo. Didn't you? No, you didn't. No. When did you come in? Let's go, another 5 minutes or so.
About 15, 20 after.
Yeah, okay. So we'll go another 5 minutes. Split it up. Yeah, so if you find one of these on the secondary market, maybe.
Yeah.
Okay. There we go.
Please don't buy this just for reference. Okay, you got me to...
I can't click on the bloody link from this chat. So there we go.
Landgraf Dynamic Overdrive.
Yeah, I clicked on the link in the YouTube chat. Holy crap, $1,200. Yeah, I wouldn't buy that either, Lawrence. Lawrence is like, I'll bill you the same thing for $500. I'm just saying.
That's what I was just gonna say. How much would Lawrence build it for? Pensacola.
All right, cheers, Billy. Have a good one, my friend.
And autographed. Well, I can see that definitely then why it might be so much.
You know what, Terry? This is old enough that it might be autographed, you know. Because Lawrence, he can't sign everyone now. Used to be he'd write a freaking letter. How's your wife and kids? Bob, you know, this and that. And you're like, oh, wow, that's a lot of information on the inside of a pedal, Lawrence. You might want to see somebody about that.
So he did exactly like how this drive is. May I say, though,
Perfect.
in regards to this drive, what a friggin' mess of circuitry is in it. Whoa.
Well, welcome, Laguna Palms. I think I've seen Laguna Palms here or around. Stellar Canuck night for me. Spencer Nolan Rice did a live stream just before I got here. Nice upbeat show here. Well, thank you.
Nice. Congrats to them, and welcome, in case you haven't been welcomed yet. I appreciate it. We like supporting our fellow Canadians.
We do.
And our awesome American friends as well, too. Can't forget that.
Oh, I was going to talk. I need to hit up Scott Brockway about another hangout. If he's free. Not this coming Sunday, Scott, but the Sunday after. See how I'm doing this live right now? What's that?
I can build that pedal for $150.
That'd be Sunday, May the 16th, Scott. If you're free. Hey, see you, Dave. Cheers, my friend. Hey, and there's hello, Paul. If you're free, yeah, Sunday, May the 16th, 8 Eastern. You know when I'm on. Are you free for the hang, Scott?
Welcome, Ian.
Yeah, Lawrence can make some loud ass pedals. And hello, Ian Nunez.
Oh my god, 24 dB a clean boost.
He is free. I see. No, it's not. What? Yes, I'm free. All right. Aha. All right. So coming up these Sundays. Haha. Now we see Terry just like that. Got basically the month booked because we got my sister this coming Sunday. Then we got Scott, and then I'll do the birthday hang one day after my birthday. But that's fine. Sunday the 23rd, we'll do that, and then I gotta book something. Which will be what? The 23rd. What's the
Nice.
The 30th. Right. Paul's in Milwaukee. Nice.
And by the way, in case that hasn't been mentioned, continuing to wish Bent Tom speedy recovering from things. And
yes, and positive vibes for a friend of his as well, because there's a couple things going on. So,
yeah.
Tom nor his friend are doing too well. I can say that. I think I can say it. Well, I said it.
Yeah.
There we are. Show me the tuners on the Kramer. I think I have upgrade set you can have. Well, they're the originals. I don't know. Flocking, what does it matter? Scott? They're vintage correct. Although probably Dave Nesdall's salivating. You got what? 80s Kramer tuners? Huh? Boom.
It's funny, Paul mentions where he's from, and it makes me think of my friend that I used to play Ultimate Baseball online with.
Oh,
way back
what's that,
in the
Terry,
day.
you said? What's that hanging off the bottom of the tuner there? Well, that's my hex hider.
Ooh, nice.
Plug. Available at fu-tone.com. Boom. Magnet on one end, 3 mil on the other. You know, you do all that stuff. And then...
And much better to buy it from FU Tone instead of a certain place that Dave Riom doesn't like.
Stew mac and cheese?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Stew mac and cheese.
Scott Brockway mentions tuners. What I do need is another set of these, Scott. Oh, jeez.
Oh, wow.
Because these tuners are junk, but I want direct replacements as much as possible.
I think Fender whoever
like an
does
8-sided?
make it, but I don't think it has the F on it.
Yeah, like that's what I want. Like, or at least, you know, I can put these way. At least like something I don't have to drill any new holes. Like direct replacement,
Yeah.
I'm okay with. Like if there was a Schaller that's dipped right in or something, or a Godot or whatever, the exact same screw holes, everything. Then I do it. If not, I would like replacement ones because the ones on the 67 are fine and they're the same thing. They're weird. They kind of 8-sided head. Weird. And yeah, you need some of them.
Fet's door.
Hello, Fetzdor. I don't know why I tried to roll my R on that, but it happens. Oh, back you go from whence you came. Bingo. Here we are. Hip shot, possibly. That's all. Yeah, I need a hip shot D-bender. I don't know what's going on. It's going on one of these.
Question: what's up with stew mac and cheese?
Oh, that's a Dave Riom thing.
Well, kind of.
And I can understand one of his gripes he has with Stu Mac is, and I agree, is if you're going to sell a product, it should have a country of manufacturer stamped on the product, like every other tool in the world does, and they don't. And I don't like that.
Yeah, a little bit.
Especially with the prices of some said tools. And especially if said tools break. And they say, well, you know, if they say, hey, if it breaks, we'll replace it. That's all fine and dandy, but you're still breaking a tool. And depending on what the tool is, if the tool breaks during use, you could cause a whole lot of problems. You know what I'm saying? Like, for say, if you're doing a fret file and the fret file snaps, aren't you? It could potentially just all of a sudden become basically a knife edge that you gouge out a fretboard with. Like, who's paying for that repair?
And then on top of that, considering the tool level quality of the item, it might have StewMac's name on it, and they charge you, say, $30 for it. You might be able to go onto eBay, find the same thing for $10, non-StewMac branded.
Oh, excuse me.
Oh.
So yeah, just a reminder, eh? At 9 a.m. Pacific, what's that? Noon for us. It's the Dutch release, because it's all caps. If you're on the LPD newsletter, look for your email. Everybody should get on it because Lawrence he only spams you a couple times a month, or if he has something to tell you. Like, it's not spam, and you get early looky-loos at stuff like that. Which, well, let's be honest, Terry. You know Lawrence. He puts out when he does a limited run of something, it's usually, 25 pedals?
Yep.
But really, is it 25 pedals? Because usually a couple friends and family get their hands on some early. So really, it's a 23, 22 pedal run.
That's what I was just going to say, probably 23, 22 pedal run.
So then you better be part of the newsletter, because out of the newsletter, if you got 100 people that want them, and 20 of them got money in their pocket that day, now there's 2. Just like that. So, well, we might as well tear up the whole pedal board. Oh, there you go.
And welcome, Zach.
This one's got the top jacks, because this is an older gen. Oh, it's all covered in hair and dust. I got to clean it here. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
He's good and dusty.
Ben Coombs, I need a fret leveler. It's a hand tool. Stewed Cheese wants $60. I got the same one with it, the name, for $35 on Amazon.
Hey, Zach Thon.
Exactly, Will.
All right. There we go. There's the original iteration of it, formerly known as the Lost Dutchman. So what he did was he got rid of the switch that's a pain in the ass to flip around on stage or something. He made it more giggable with all the awesome tone still. So you get rid of the switch, and then what he did was he moved this button over, so then there's 2 buttons. Yep. So you can just punch it. You've got a toggle for the punch circuit. Perfect. It's like a 2-channel. And so, let's just say the non-punch, which I don't use. I use just the original circuit, which is similar to a Timmy, but better. It's a Lawrence.
Hammy!
Yeah. And then the punch is pretty much like your dimed plexi. Who doesn't like that? Morons. That's who doesn't like that. So I don't know what the street price is on this. So they're going to be out there soon. Wow, I got it. Oh, yeah, I dropped it once. That's right. Paint didn't survive that drop. Looked like it dropped it right on a nail. That's what I did, too. I remember that. That was dumb. Only me. Yeah, it's been on my pedal board for, well, if you look at my pedal board now, you can clearly see where the pedal was because there's dust on the carpet around where the pedal was. Basement Guitar Superstar. Hello. Welcome. I like that name. Basement Guitar Superstar. I like it. Well, that just put me in a joyous mood. Screw it. We'll go to the bottom of the hour. Why not? We're in overtime. We're usually live 8 until 9 Eastern on Mondays. And Sundays. And Mondays. And Sundays.
Sometimes we like to keep it like hockey and go into overtime.
Well, yeah, just not sudden death. Can you say that on here? Just did. Damn it. Wow.
Demonetize.
Yeah.
Demonetize.
Well, what are you going to do? Well, at least they allow me to smoke weed on the air now.
Yeah.
They're going to be like, hey.
Hey, pretty soon they're going to have to do like over.
Hey, they finally allow Aaron to not demonetize me automatically. That's when you know they've just lowered the... Oh, man, I just turned a bunch of knobs. Oh, well, I get to rediscover the pedal all over again. Yay.
I was just going to say, at least it's not like over on Twitch with these hot tub streams.
Oh, dear Lord.
That's all YouTube needs to do now, is allow people to be sitting in bikinis in hot tubs. And then have monetized streams.
Called the hepatitis stream?
Yeah.
Hey, Philly G Man, Guitar Man. Philly G Guitar Man. Dang it. One of these days I'll get it right. Yeah, again, if you're new, please subscribe. If you're returning, awesome. And, of course, leave a thumbs up. Those help the algorithms and stuff. It allows people like Basement Guitar Superstar to find us.
Yep. Agreed.
Just to call someone out.
Well,
Yeah.
There you go, Philly G Guitar Man. Luckily enough, we went into overtime, an extended time, just for you to show up for the live show.
Yeah. It's interesting how many people are just... Because we're down, I'll say down to 53 watching, which is usually what we peak at on a Monday night. He's already subbed. Awesome. Cool.
Shred the Gunnar.
Well, then you already know Basement Guitar Superstar. I don't have the best memory at times and occasions even. Jeremy Smith is here. He's local. Exactly. Trenton, Ontario.
Oh, CGS live stream. Ah.
Oh, okay.
Very nice.
See?
Oh my God.
All right. For those who don't know the Sunday routine, Sunday's a busy day for me, so I usually, I try to sleep in because it can be a late night on occasion. So I sleep in, I get up, have coffee, grab a shower, grab another coffee, China mic slide. Decide to burn one, relax, catch China mic and Pete Thorne, and then, make dinner, and then go live. That's kind of my Sundays. And that's the thing. People I meet over at China Mics, I don't necessarily remember on occasions. That's okay. Thank you, Philly G Guitar Man. This is a great show last night. Yeah, Rick Romanelli's a great cat. Definitely going to have him back on. Definitely. We talked off air. And...
I've known Rick for a while and followed him for a while. I don't watch him enough, though.
I don't remember... Well, circle back based on certain lifestyle choices. I don't remember how I came across Rick or Rick came across me or what have you. But we became aware of each other. Like, I would say he started coming around right around the same time you did, Terry. Like that 3 to 5 months in, we'll say.
Yes, he was one of those ones that's kind of.
And then before he was even the Telly Taco Tuesday stuff. He was just
Yeah.
doing random whatever.
He was just a regular user like most of us.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, because YouTube started out as basically you're posting your home movies. That's what YouTube was, you know, largely.
Yeah.
And I love the fact that a lot of it still is. You know, it's just that it's the ultimate cable access in the fact that anybody can do it. Pretty much. Depending on what you want to do. If you want to be nice, you can do it. You can do it. How do I really know if I'm awake? I don't know. This could be a dream.
If I wake up, am I live? Well, you're definitely not Memorex, Will.
Awesome. So any last minute questions, ask away, and then see Randy's got to go get pizza.
Oh, Randy.
I'm gonna may or may not reheat a Whopper Jr.
Because a Whopper Senior is not big enough to get in the microwave.
No, I'm surprised though. Considering I ate fast food for the first time in like so many months, my body isn't like rejecting it. Because the last time I think I had Wendy's the last time I had fast food last fall.
Well, at
Hit
least
me up, Basement Guitar Superstar.
Yeah, that'd be
We're gonna
awesome.
check out his stuff. How do I do that again? You know what? I will copy your name because I want to make sure I'm subscribed. I might already be subscribed to it. No, can't be. Should show up. Then again, YouTube with their algorithms, they don't show off squad anymore. So let me just bring up the old YouTubes live right here on the Under Googles. And we're doing search.
I am not subscribed, but you, sir, now have a new subscriber.
I am subscribed. All right, I am subbed. Sweet. All right. Yeah, you got 97 subs. Awesome. Actually, if I'm somebody, you must be a cool cat. So let's put everyone else check out Basement Guitar Superstar.
I was thinking the same thing.
His channel. Everyone should check him out. Oh, apparently I got a notification. What's my notification? Just curious. Oh, Grumpy Mike thanking me for my comment. Oh, isn't that nice, Grumpy Mike? All right, let's close that out so we don't use as much bandwidth.
There we go.
Oh, no, we don't close out that reverb listing because I got to read up on that. Right. And that has to do with the modern classic, or the classic modern classic. Right. Got it. Sure. Whatever, dude. Terry can do a refresh in a minute or two. I'm just curious. You're at 97. Can we get him over 100, folks? Not 100 new ones, because there's only 52 of you. But see, I think that person just left to go sub. I'm just saying.
98.
98. Let's get him to 100. I don't know.
Ooh.
Oh, excuse me.
He did a review on the Electro Harmonics Ripped Speaker Fuzz.
I bet you that was fuzzy.
That's one ever since I heard that they released that pedal that's had me curious.
The listing is just so you can see the stupid price and those originals you're going for. It's not a clone level of stupidity, but it's close. No, but you were saying, like, circuit-wise, does it describe... That's more of a... So I can search out what that circuit is, because I don't know what that circuit is. So that's why I want to check out what that circuit is. That's going to give me... Searching. That's a Tuesday project for me. So here's a preview of the pedal I'm demoing this week. And, Barry, there is a pedal there. I'm just saying. So that's the pedal.
Oh!
So, I'm not BSing. So this is a preview of a pedal I got to demo.
Gotta love those micro nano pedals.
Yeah, it doesn't work the same with the Lost Dutchman, yo. So I'm previewing this week. Well, clearly it's a four knobber.
Yeah, it would be just like trying to hold a wah up the same way. I'm previewing this pedal this week.
What's up, Chris? Now, we got him over 100. Awesome. Excellent, excellent, excellent. All right. Terry, did you throw a link into your channel? So people check out Terry's channel. Keep forgetting to mention. I like mentioning at the end of the show for you diehard 50 of you still watch. If you haven't already, subscribe to Terry's channel, please.
Yes, I would appreciate the subs and views because I am trying to get myself up to monetization. That would be very nice.
You know, I think it's the ultimate screw you to YouTube is if we get every channel monetized again.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Yeah,
Okay.
someone's asked for a link to your channel. Basement Guitar Superstar is. Shred the Gnar, are you familiar with Shoneswood Pedals? He's a fellow Canuck who repurposes old skateboards and builds pedals and other things out of them. I am not aware. Would you be able to send me a link to them to the email down below? If you would, sir. That would be awesome. I'd check it out. I've got a plan to contact some pedal companies. I got a bunch of business cards from the last NAMM show. I'm curious to see how many of these companies I've never heard of are still in business. But they must be cool enough that I grabbed a business card. So I have no recollection of these companies.
You never know because with how the whole epidemic is.
Well, exactly. And that and part sourcing and everything else.
Yeah, especially the part sourcing.
Yeah. So there we are. Anything to add, my good friend?
No, other than Friday I go for a...
Yay! Awesome,
so
dude.
I will be going and getting my first shot.
So you're really hoping Tom's better by next week?
Well, I just hope that I'm not joining Tom.
You're just like, I'm just here for the bandwidth. Just here for the bandwidth.
So, the biggest thing for me that I'm hoping for is that I can be another person posting another positive experience from getting the shot. Whereas with how many naysayers out there on YouTube and online that keep saying, don't get it, you're gonna die, or some other kind of like ridiculous, outlandish thing.
From Boston's still alive.
Yep.
It's all still alive. Just saying.
Yep. And I mean, compared to like what I've seen between various...
Basement Guitar Superstar, he says, shoot me an email. Yeah, is it the contact email on your YouTube channel? I'll try to remember that. Oh, he sent it to me through Instagram. Well, that'll work.
Nice. And like I was saying, various topics and folks here on this platform have gotten COVID. There's been
There you go.
a handful that have survived. I've unfortunately heard of a few folks that
we're getting positive feedback here in the chat. See, Basement Guitar Superstar, Wolverella. Nice.
Congrats. My mom, dad, and sister had the Pfizer shot, so I told
Well, there we are. There's that. There's this. No, that's it.
Nice, absolutely.
Sure. As always, thanks for helping out tonight, Terry. Thanks, everybody that tuned in. Shout out to the patrons. Shout out to the channel members. Shout out to the mod squad. Thanks. Excuse me. Thanks, everybody that tuned in. Those who donated tonight. Always appreciated.
Yeah.
As always, hold those doors open. Let that guy in ahead of you in traffic. It's always a guy. It's always a guy. Let that guy in ahead of you in traffic. Doug's wife's real. I vacationed with her. Until we begin to each other. Cheers. Rock on.
Have a great week.
Have a great week.
Safe, be well.
We'll see you next time. Well, no, that's not how it works. See, I always say that, Terry. See you next time. No, we'll see them if they put out a video. If not, they'll see us because that's how it works on YouTube.
That's right.
Cheers and rock on, folks.